Ben Kasperi is looking for the last 6 outs of this game with all kinds of offense to support him. The Mets are saying we've been doing this all year. They did it after the 9-0 loss in Game 1, bounce back Game 2. Yeah, they say you gotta believe. It's almost an identical line for the Dodger offense. 9 runs on 10 hits, 7 walks the first game. 8 runs on 10 hits, 7 walks in this game. JD Martinez, first action of this series, has walked twice and pokes the first pitch foul.
Well, a lot of people might try to figure out how in the world can a pitching staff walk that many guys. Well, part of it is the fear factor of what the other team is doing, and then you miss locations trying to be perfect. Tomorrow night's starter is not going to be one of those guys where you feel like there's a high walk total because his command on both sides of the plate. Now, he might get beat with hits, but this offense provides that kind of challenge for any pitcher that's facing them because they don't chase. And when you don't chase, you're going to get a lot of walks. Oh.
Quintana faced the Dodgers back in May. 3 runs over 6 innings, took the loss in that game, but pitched pretty well and didn't walk anybody. And Yamamoto goes for the Dodgers after he really struggled in his first game of the postseason. 5 scoreless innings, Game 5 of the division series. And looked like a totally different pitcher.
Yeah, and to be fair, I mean, mega contract, got hurt, expectations through the roof. He had to have a little nerves in that first game. They weren't expecting him to be the Game 1 starter of the postseason.
Hey! Strike 3 on Martinez.
But because of some of the injuries and the way that the season came down, he became it. So it's only natural.
Now, this song has been a feel-good story, but it's a legit good song. Is it Iglesias' OMG? Like, you get stuck in your head, man. #1 on the Billboard charts for months for Latin digital hit.
Look at you all over the map on knowledge and know-how.
I mean, it's 8-0, so I figured give a little something about the jam. Chris Taylor, nice play there. 2 out. So it's kind of Groundhog's Day for the Mets.
Yeah, it is.
Harrison Bader, first at bat here, came on defensively a couple innings ago. And they'll look to their superstar player leading things off again tomorrow. Bader sends this one in the air to left field. It is a repeat of Game 1. All Dodgers in Game 3. They take the lead in this series, 2-1.
Well, a lot of credit's going to be given to their offense, but I got to go to Walker Buehler and what he established out of the gate. He didn't qualify for the win, but he got the Braves, the Dodgers, in this situation with just really an incredible outing that he mixed it up. He talked about what he didn't do in game against San Diego. Boy, he came through in a big time for the Dodgers.
4 scoreless innings, more swings and misses than he's had in any game in 3 years. It was a return of some of the old Walker Buehler. Done a little bit differently, but the results familiar to the old Walker Buehler. 3 shutout wins by 7+ runs in a 5-game span. They hadn't had a single shutout win of this many runs in postseason history. They've been playing since the 1890s, and now 3 times in 5 games the Dodgers have had a lopsided win like this. And so they find themselves 2 wins away of a return to the World Series as they try to win their first since 2020, their first in a full season since 1988. The New York Mets will look to respond once again. They still find themselves 3 wins shy of a trip to the Fall Classic.
Yeah, I'd look for the Mets to make some adjustments offensively, and certainly you wouldn't expect them to get shut out again. So it's going to be a classic game tomorrow.
Tom Verducci's got one of the home run hitters, Max Muncy.
Oh, thanks, Joe. Max, you got to the plate 5 times, got on base 5 times, including a home run. Did not swing at a pitch out of the zone, and your team wins 8-0. Is that about as good as it gets for a hitter?
It's a pretty good night. You know, the home run's obviously really cool, but at that point, it doesn't matter. The thing that matters is getting on base for my teammates. That's something that I bring to the table. I've always brought to the table, and you know, let my teammates get a chance to drive me in, and we were able to do that tonight.
Up and down the lineup, we keep seeing the plate discipline. 22 walks in 3 games. How much pride does this offense take in controlling the strike zone?
Yeah, we love it. You know, it's kind of what we do. We when we're going really well, we stay within ourselves. We stay within the zone, and you know, we get good pitches to hit. And you know, when you do that, the majority of the time, you're going to have some good results.
You said coming into this game, there's no one you trusted more in a big game than Walker Buehler. What did you think of the effort he gave you tonight?
He's Walker. You know, he's there's a phrase for what he was tonight. I'm obviously not going to say it. I don't want to get in trouble on that. But you know, that was Walker Buehler. You know, he had a couple rough at bats there, but you know, he bowed down in the end, got the out, and he showed the emotion. He showed he was Walker, and you know, that was what I expected. He's not going to back down on the moment. It's just, if anything, it's going to make him tougher and better, and you definitely saw that tonight.
By the way, since that snake showed up in the dugout, 11-1, you've outscored the Mets, starting with your home run. Anything to that?
No, it's a snake. Come on, guys.
Thanks. Appreciate it. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Thank you.
Now for Ken Rosenthal.
Thanks, Tom. Walker, 18 swings and misses tonight. That's the most you've ever had in the first 4 innings of a game. What changed?
I don't know. I said earlier I like pitching in the cold. The ball was moving around pretty good for me today, and you know, Will did a really good job. You know, you look, shutouts in the playoffs don't come easy, and he did a really good job back there tonight.
You went to the stretch almost immediately.
Yep.
What was your thinking behind that?
The mound, it being cold, and the mound is typically pretty hard here. I moved my right foot in my windup, and the first 3 throws of the game, my foot didn't really like the way that it was moving back there. I couldn't find my footing, so I went to the stretch so I didn't have to move it, and I think it was a right call.
Bases loaded, 1 out in the 2nd inning. You've got Alvarez and Lindor coming up.
Yep.
What's your thinking?
Try and slow him down. You know, I'm not a guy this year that can really go and get guys and punch them out, and trying to slow him down, get the ball on the ground, and try and get 2 and get out of there with 1 run. But you know, made some pitches when I needed to, and got those 2 guys out.
Walker, you've been through a lot the last few years. The 2nd Tommy John,
Yep.
hip injury this year, trying to get back to who you were. Given all of that, how satisfying is what you accomplished tonight?
Yeah, it's been a long road. It's been a hard year for me, and the past couple of years are hard in different ways, but being back and not being successful sucks. And you know, I think I've kind of looked at this playoffs or the end of the year. For me, it was trying to make the playoff roster first, and now it's trying to win a big game in New York. And when the stakes are that big, I think for me that it makes everything else feel really small, and whatever failures I had during the year are kind of gone. And you know, even the San Diego game, giving up 6 earned sucks, but getting the next 3 innings kind of clean, I think was a big momentum thing for me. And you know, these are the games that I'm here to pitch.
Walker, thanks a lot. Congratulations.